presence. Now one together. What is vibing? This is Vish. Hopefully you don't mind the background vacuum noise that is happening right next to me. But with that being said, the video topic for today is going to be on why the sun is my father. Wow. As I even kind of reflected on that, it can be taken in so many different ways. It actually literally can be taken in so many ways. The sun as an S-O-N is my father. That'd be a very interesting thing. Anyways, I'm not even sure how that's possible. But with that being said, I want to first start by clearing the air. I very much do respect the physical parents that I have, both Ravindra as well as Prabha. They're the dad and the mom, and so I very much respect them. But it is interesting because Ravi is the nickname for my dad, Ravindra, and Ravi actually translates to sun, and I think it's Sanskrit. So literally, the sun is my father in a way, but that's besides the point. Where I'm going with this, and I'll tell you why I value the sun so much and what I do to the sun, the daily sun rituals that I have, it's really not even a religious thing. You see, it's not even, you can call it spiritual, I guess, but I mean, I know that can scare a lot of people, especially the religious folks that are out there, so it doesn't have to have a name. It's like, I'm sure there's a point where very orthodox religious people wouldn't want to go to school because things like evolution was taught in science class. So it's really important to be open-minded is what I'm saying. And I'm definitely sure a lot of y'all religious folks also are open to school now. And there's nothing wrong with being a Christian, a Muslim, or a Jew, and also going to school. So just want to clear the air on that as well. So, with that being said, why is the sun my father? Let's first look at the sun. I mean, I'm just going to be talking out of experience as to what I've truly just realized within me. I mean, there's a reason it's called realizations. And so, the sun. You see, the sun, whether you like it, whether you don't like it, whether you love it or whether you hate it, whether you know it exists or you don't know it exists, you see, the sun will unconditionally rise for you. Now, you might not be able to see it. I mean, for instance, in Austin, the past week or so, it's been very cloudy, which has been interesting. But it's still there. Literally, without the sun, there is no life. Literally. So let's use this as a mini segue to connect with what I do on the daily basis with the sun in terms of the ritual. So the first thing I do when I wake up, and I'll probably make another video on my morning routine, or the morning routine, as you all are probably aware, I try to avoid using the word my. So with that being said, the morning routine includes getting up, doing quick 21 push-ups. It's like diamond-ish push-ups, gets the blood flowing. It's a nice little tricep builder as well. That's kind of the one part of the muscles which I kind of lack. I mean, I'll make a whole nother, I guess, video on why I even do relative bodybuilding. I'm going to call it relative bodybuilding because I'm not really just doing that all the time. It's just, it's there, you know. I try to make it more functional as well with the workouts and so on. But anyways, again, even that diamond push-up is not really just for the physique. There's more of that mental clarity, the physical blood flowing, and numerous benefits I'm sure you're aware of. But with that being said, I first do that, then do the bed, and it's super important. Doing the bed, I used to overlook. I used to leave it as it is, but doing the bed, I've learned, I think it was from some sort of Navy SEAL, some amazing individual online mentioned something, some speech. And it was all about how doing the bed the first thing in the morning really sets the tone for the day. I mean, even if you all are, let's say, followers or watchers of Sadhguru, he even talks about how leaving your clothes crumpled or wrinkled or just as a mess, in a way, imbibes negative energy, in a way, if you want to call it that. And so even just looking at it, let's say, a step above that deeper spiritual level, I mean, it's just having a dirty room is not great for the mind. I mean, it's essentially a reflection of how you are in the mind. And then Moving past that, let's say topper level, the triple layer cake is what I'm projecting to you all right now. And for those of you watching, who have been watching all these videos, comment down below if you're connecting with what I'm saying and all these other mentions I'm making with the triple layer cake, with the pops, with the whatever it might be. Just comment down below. We'd love to hear who's been a constant viewer. So with that being said, the top layer is really just realizing how it starts off that momentum builder for the day. I mean, doing the bed first thing in the day will truly help ignite that engine within you to start getting at the day. And so, anyways, with all that being said, right after that, although the body usually does have to go to the bathroom, I kind of have incorporated, let me make this quick note, and I appreciate your patience as well as presence as I take this pop of a note down. So, and this will connect. It's about habits, which is why I'm telling you right now, because of the fact that you waited. So thank you, and I'm sure you're present in that quick couple of seconds. So, what I've realized, and I'll get more into depth with another video, obviously, is something you always do and you have to do. Set something that you want to do before that habit that's already there. You know what I mean? For instance, I have to brush my teeth, so therefore, I'll do, or to keep it simple, I'll plan something to do before brushing my teeth. But cleanliness is something I want to make sure is important, so that's not the ideal example. But for example, eating is something I have to do, right? So before I eat, I will make sure I do a bunch of things, including meditation and so on. So I have to do those things as well, and those things are built consciously in a way of really just a habit that's built, to keep it simple. Anyways, so one of those things includes before using the bathroom, which the body has to do again. So I'll make sure I do a quick, it's not even that long, so I don't want y'all to think that I'm just holding whatever, is really just doing that quick sun ritual prayer or respect. Give it whatever name you want. I don't want this to scare you. Sun meditation, sun prayer, sun salutation, sun respect, sun appreciation, anything will work. So what I really just do in that is really just, one, get grounded, because the moment I get outside in the backyard, I'll have the feet barefoot on the ground and get connected and tapped into the earth. It's literal grounding as well as mental in a way. And then I will look up at the sun, and before I start this, I'll do this quick presence practicing thing that I do, which is really just closing the eyes, being observant of all the different sounds that I hear. I usually observe 7 different distinct sounds, and then each one that I hear, I put a finger down. So it helps me just be more present in a way. So it's like that sun salutation warm-up in a way. After I finish that, then I will look at the sun, usually with the eyes closed. I don't think you should look straight into the sun, especially if it's out and you can see it. And on a day like this where it's cloudy, I will try to just make some rough approximate guessing as to where it could be. And then I will just look at it, eyes closed, and say out loud these things. And you can say it with me right after if you want, as a practice. So, thank you so much for rising up today. Thank you so much for the sunlight. Thank you so much for the warmth. Thank you so much for life. I'll give you a quick second to also maybe repeat those after me. Thank you so much for the sunlight. Thank you so much for the warmth. Thank you so much for rising up today. Thank you so much for life. And the order doesn't really have to matter, but it's all about not only saying it, but experiencing it as you say it. Like, imagine someone did something for you, literally. Are you just going to say thank you quickly, or really out of involvement? Or you're like, wow, thank you. I really appreciated that. So the same thing applies to the sun. And then to wrap that whole ritual thing up, I'll do that. Then I'll do a quick 3 spins around, just in place. Let the full body get shined with love from the sun and sunlight. And that's it. And I'll go inside and then start the rest of the day, which is more of what I'll get into in another video of that morning routine. But now, with that being said, let's break that down, right? Thank you so much for the sunlight. Well, literally without light, clarity, it's really difficult. So very grateful for that, obviously. Thank you so much for the warmth. So whether it's a cold day even, it's still due to the sun's warmth that you're able to stay relatively warm, and it's not freezing like other planets at the distance that don't have as much access to the sun. So it's at that really nice, perfect distance to where it can literally still give you enough warmth to where you can survive. Obviously, there are exceptions with extreme cold areas and at certain times, but regardless, it provides the warmth. Thank you so much for rising up today. Now, that's more of like let's call it like a metaphor type of thing. It's not really rising up. I'm sure y'all know that with science. But still, the whole point of this is that it will unconditionally rise up for you. I mean, like a father, at least what I've realized, a true father will be someone that unconditionally provides for you. And that's what the sun does. To really hone in on why I call the sun my father. I mean, it will unconditionally provide for you, whether you're a homeless person or you're the billionaire Bill Gates. It will still be the same sun for you, still provide the same warmth equally. And so, with that being said, I just wanted to really emphasize why I very much appreciate the sun, that if it can unconditionally rise for us, it is our utmost, in a way, duty to also rise for others as well as provide for others. So the way the sun provides for us, it is our duty to provide for others. So hopefully this message slash realization resonated with you. Would love to hear what you think about the sun, as well as what you learned from this video, as well as what are you grateful for in the comments down below. With that, make it a great day. Take it joyfully. Presence. Stay conscious. Ecstasy.